So for this assignment, we chose the topic healthcare, and we chose to do a video about the healthcare in Turkey and the healthcare in Belgium. So Zira is going to talk about the healthcare in Turkey, and Ilke and I are going to talk about the healthcare in Belgium. Ilke is going to talk about the healthcare in Walloon, and I'm going to talk about the healthcare in Flanders.
I am Ilke Klippels and I am going to talk about the healthcare in Belgium, more specifically the healthcare in Wallonia. The healthcare system in Belgium is known to be one of the best of Europe. In fact, Belgium spends 10% of its annual GDP on healthcare. Both federal and regional communities have a responsibility for the healthcare in Belgium. The healthcare system differs a little in each region. The Flemish, the French, and German-speaking communities also each have different administrative healthcare divisions. They also each had and still have different rules regarding the corona crisis. In Wallonia, you can choose your own doctor and healthcare provider. There are also different types of hospitals. There are public hospitals, private hospitals, university clinics, and polyclinics. Students' health is also paid attention to. This is why there is medical service available on campus. Wallonia even provides for people who do not speak the language and who come from another culture. The SFP, Service Public Fédéral, funds intercultural mediators in hospitals. This is to minimize the language and cultural barrier. However, this is not available in each hospital. The hospitals who don't have this do have other solutions, like remote intercultural mediation. The caregiver and the patients are assisted in counseling by an international mediator who intervenes from another location via a video conference. This way, the mediator does not have to travel. Both parties can get along and see each other. Most of the time, both parties prefer this this type of help because it is the closest thing to face-to-face intervention. Individual medical insurance is mandatory in all of Belgium. This is also the case for international students. International students have to prove that they have an international medical insurance because if their stay is less than 3 months, they don't have access to the local health insurance. This was my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Zahra Eririk, and today I'm going to talk about healthcare in Turkey. Why did I choose Turkey? Well, first of all, my parents are Turkish, and we are visiting Turkey a lot. That's why I thought like let's choose Turkey, and I have a lot of experience, but we're gonna talk it later. So let's get started. Turkish public health system was built in the period between 1923 and 1946. In 1946, the social insurance organization called it Sosyal Sağlık Kurumu, that is in Turkish. Um, Turkey has become a leading medical and healthcare region for Europe and a top competitor with even the US. They have a low cost and excellent quality facilities, also treatments and technology, making them an excellent place to receive top-rate healthcare. Emergency are available free for Turkish citizens, including those without state health insurance. I think like Europe, emergency departments are open non-stop, and by 2008, all ambulance which are used 112 health service. Um, in Europe, it's also 112. So that's a European standard. Also, there's a question that we need to answer. Foreigners are expats living in Turkey can apply for health benefits in two ways: universal health insurance and private health insurance. Um, so that's benefits for foreigners. Also for students, the Turkish healthcare is very open. You know, when you're a foreigner in Turkey and you have health issues, and even that you are talking another language, French or Dutch, that make not sense. You know, Turkish medical healthcare have a solution for that. You know, they they have professionals. You know, there's so many medicals who can talk English with you. You know, you can have a connecting with medicals like this stuff. And also, an important question is healthcare in Turkey cheap? Yes. Expats moving to Turkey will be happy to know that healthcare is the country, and in the country is generally cheaper than elsewhere in Europe. You know, and that's their and there are many private and public hospitals across the country. You know, and that's honestly that's a benefit. That's because it's cheaper if you compare to Europe. Is healthcare, yeah, like I said, that's free. Um, in my opinion, yes, if we compare to Europe, if we compare Belgium, that's more cheaper. Like I said, I have a lot of experience. I was very ill in Turkey, and uh, I I was, I'm from Belgium. I can speak Turkish, but my Turkish not professional. I can speak fluent Turkish, but I'm still foreigner for Turkish people. But they take care good for me. Take care good. And they were very helpful and always carry. I was asking how am I today. I was in a hospital, and yeah, I think that's a benefit for if you like to if you like to visit Turkey. You need don't be afraid about the healthcare. You can find a solution, and that's it. That was my presentation. Thank you.
So I'm going to talk about the healthcare in Flanders. Healthcare in Flanders is split up in state and private sectors. The federal and regional government both have responsibility over the healthcare in Flanders. If a person is living and working here in Flanders, he or she will get healthcare if he or she is registered to the Social Security and if they pay healthcare insurance. So people in Flanders pay taxes, and in return they get almost free healthcare. The healthcare in Flanders is great because we have access to a lot of medical facilities and services. And because of this, there's also a higher life expectancy for the people in Flanders or Belgium in general. We also have some of the best doctors in Flanders. They sometimes get invited to another country to make some observations, or we also have great surgeons here in Belgium, and some surgeons also go to another country to do a surgery. Even in the program Top Doctors on GoPlay, some doctors were invited to another country. So healthcare in Belgium in general is really great, and is also one of the best in the world, because Belgium ranks ninth in best healthcare in the world. Even with COVID, we could see that Belgium is quite prominent in the medical world, because Janssen is the pharmaceutical company of Johnson and Johnson, and Johnson and Johnson is the one are the ones who developed the Johnson and Johnson vaccine. So I would say that Belgium also played a role in developing the vaccine. So I think that the people in Belgium should be really proud of our doctors, and we should be happy that we have such good healthcare here, because if you go to another country, you can see that healthcare is not as good as here. So I think the people here should be very grateful for that.